into it today. I'm hungover. I can't help it, but we're here with the one and only Sarah Fraser and son
Stop
KJ.
KJ, say hi to everybody.
This is when can I say hi? This
Hi.
is when I start to swear and everyone's like, the language in front of the kid.
Oh, please. He's heard it all. Whatever. Mr. Yontef, can
Yes,
we all,
darling.
I'm sorry, all of our listeners, let's pause for a second. Who was on Miss Yontef's Instagram story all weekend long for Thanksgiving? He was at this palatial estate in Scarsdale, New York, darling. And I mean, custom menus with Miss Yontef's name on them. I go, David, whose house are you at? I mean, is this your parents? Because if this is your parents, you're holding out on me. I want to come. Oh my God. I mean, this was like a Kathy Hilton production, y'all. I mean, I'm talking, the crystal from, where's it? Is it Baccarat? Where's it?
Baccarat. Listen, it was a thing.
Baby. So
listen, I mean, the family does Thanksgiving a certain way. We don't have an intimate event. And this is just
18 rooms. How much family do you have?
It's not my house. Listen, there's a caviar bar, which is my favorite sushi. It was a whole thing. It's a whole thing. You're invited.
I'm coming next year. But you do not, you hold out on me. I mean, I feel like I thought to myself, oh my God, does he have anyone? He's probably eating Cheerios, out of the box. Meanwhile, I turn on his Instagram story. My God, he's having caviar piled on crackers. Here I am trying to make a pumpkin pie out of a few sticks of butter and some old flour I've got. I'm coming to your house next year. Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
Everybody thinks that I talk about myself all the time. You people know nothing. I am like a secretive person over here. Yeah, I mean, listen, it's our Thanksgiving is a whole to do every year, and it's always this way. And I'm not even going to get into some other things. It's a big to do.
Funny. I know.
I'm a humble girl. When all is said and done, I'm a humbled girl.
Well,
okay?
You act like it, my Lord, till you get him on the camera, and then we find out. My God, he's like Kathy Hilton. I love it. I aspire to be super rich. I want to be the rich aunt that has the many rooms and the caviar bar, darling, and the staff. Just to me, Kathy's life is the ultimate. Just give me the staff. I can't wait.
Next year, I told you we should do a live show in the New York area. You come, we do a show, I guess, Tuesday night, because everyone's running away on Wednesday, and then you can come to Thanksgiving. They ask me every year, like, how many pluses are you bringing? It's a whole menu, RSVP. Like, I could bring people. Okay. I brought people before. I just stopped bringing the flavor of the month because, like, that's stupid. And then, like, you look over and you're like, what are you doing here? Like, I don't actually want to talk to you, at the moment. This is where everyone's like, cover your son's ears. I'm a horrible person. What do you want from me? Our Thanksgiving is a big to-do, and it was a big thing. And I had fun. Didn't you have fun on Thanksgiving? And like, I would post all the time like that if I wasn't working, like I took the day off. I've been taking a lot of days off, girl. I took off Friday.
You deserve it. You deserve it. You've been working like 24/7 for 4 years, sweetie, to build this amazing podcast. I mean, I just got an Instagram message about you from a woman that had this very convoluted story about how she knew me from the DMV. She listened to me a few times on the radio. Then she heard on Watch What Happens Live, Kelly Bensimon or something talk about an interview she did with you. She stalked your podcast. Then she heard me. She put 2 and 2 together. Now she's like obsessed with us. Anyway, people,
I love it.
They know you. They know how famous you are. You've done such a great job with your show. You should take time off. I'm glad to hear this. I'm very glad to hear this, Mr. Yontef.
I mean, it's only 2 days, guys. We're coming. But I mean, I would like to take off 10 years. And by the way, shout out to Kelly Bensimon for mentioning our interview that I did with her on Watch What Happens. I loved having Miss Bensimon on. By the way, we're going to have something to say soon about Miss Bensimon because, like, Girls Trip Legacy, it's here, girl. It's here. So watch it. I'm going to watch it.
When does that air? January?
I think they haven't released December 4th, I think, like now, like right now.
Oh, okay.
I was out with Barbara K last night. And
I have such a lesbian crush. She's
a fun time.
I know. I think she's dating men now, and I'm so upset. Like, she is so hot.
You know what? She is with, I forgot to ask her how she was seeing this guy. I don't know how it's going. I should have asked. You see what happens? I get in my own head that I don't even ask someone a question. That's horrible. That's a horrible trait. But then she went home, and that evil Sam, who we had on this podcast, is like, "You're not leaving. You will have more drinks right now." And I really was forced to have a drink. And then Sam knocked over the glass and it shattered everywhere. And then, I mean, he also works there, so it wasn't really a big deal. And then they're like, "You need another drink now, Sam." I'm like, the drink was like 99% empty. I don't need another one just because he knocked over the glass at the end. Then another one. I had 4 martinis last night.
Oh my God. Oh God. I don't even know how you're awake. Oh
Do you
my
know
God.
what? This is not a shameless plug. Really? Waterboy. 15% off with code Velvet. I swear, this is not a shameless plug. I have already had 2 water boys. Sarah's laughing. This is really like, I didn't set this up. It's truly, it's a powder. You pour it in. I pour it into Bubbly, my other client, but there's no code for that. So we can just focus on Waterboy. Waterboy.com, and you use code Velvet, DM me, and you pour it in, get 15% off, and you drink it. I had the 2 strawberry lemonades, and it does look, when you're this hungover, it takes a minute, but it truly helps. They say it cuts the hangover time in half.
The only thing that helps my hangover is noshing on a little edible. Does like weed have that effect for you? Like I would do water, but then I have to, like, it's so funny.
Really?
Weed, yes.
I'm not into weed. I'm not into weed. It's just not my thing.
I'm not either, but it's like the only thing that cures my hangover. For some reason, it like really, I don't know. I have to take like a tiny bit of edible and that will bring me back. It's really crazy. I guess that's when you have a problem, when you need like one drug to help regulate the other. I think that's where, like, wasn't that Whitney Houston's problem? Like it started with pot, then she'd lace it with Coke. Because you had to, like, you wanted the up, you wanted the down. That's me. That's why I can't get into Coke. It's like too much.
I've never done Coke in my life, and I can tell you it is
Me neither.
absolutely people, you know, and before we go, because then we got to talk about
NeNe.
we got to talk about NeNe and Bethenny, but people think I'm on Coke all the time. Like, I have been out at night in New York, and people have come up to me and been like, "Can I have some?" And there's no introduction. It's like, "What?" And they're like, "It seems like you're on Coke." And I'm like, I'm really not. This personality does not need, like, I do not need anything to, by the way, staying up for 5 days, nothing sounds worse to me. Nothing in life. I would like to sleep for 5 days. So I do not need Coke ever. It's just not my thing. No judgment to anyone. I've never done drugs. I just drink alcohol and I do lots of coffee.
Is a lot of drugs. Anyway,
girlfriend.
All right.
I'm riled up. We'll start with the big fish. We have a lot to get to, but we'll start with the big fish that is NeNe and Bethenny. I have so much to say about this. I have so many thoughts. I'm in my feelings.
All of our listeners who hate on me, who've given me 1-star reviews because, I trash on Bethenny, y'all can come back and do 5 stars because y'all know I was right from the beginning. I will accept all apologies. You can slide in my DMs. You tell me first, because so for people that don't know the context of this, in the past couple of, like, the past week or so, NeNe has